All right, welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. We're always talking about project managers, right?
Hmm.
But today, we're going to do a deep dive into, well, someone else who's really important in a matrix organization,
Yeah,
and that is the line manager.
absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to be using the book Project Management for Project Managers by Orlando Casabon to guide us through this.
Yeah.
And think about this for a second. You've got the project manager, they're running the show, they're leading the project, but then you've got these line managers. So what is their core responsibility in this whole setup?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head. The real question is, in this kind of shared environment, you've got project managers on one side, but then you have line managers. What are they really responsible for? And I think the key here, the essential piece, is making sure the project has the right people.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Making sure they have the right people and that those people have the skills to do the work that needs to get done. They're like the gatekeepers of the talent, right? Think about if you're in engineering or marketing or any of those functional areas.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So when we say they're providing resources, it's not just about money, right?
No, absolutely not.
It's about the people, the actual humans.
It is. It really is about understanding who has the right expertise.
Oh, yeah.
So the line manager, they know who has those special skills, who has that knowledge, and they need to make sure those people are available and ready to actually work on the project. It's almost like, strategic staffing.
Yeah.
Because without that, the project's kind of sunk, right?
Right. You could just completely fail.
Exactly, because they won't have the people who actually know how to do the work.
So for those of you listening, the line manager is kind of the one making sure the project manager has a good team, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You need a confident team to actually do the work, execute the plan, and that's where the line manager comes in.
Interesting. Okay.
So they're making sure they have the right people at the right time with the right skills.
Right.
And that's assigned to the project. And it's pretty different from their role in, a purely functional organization where they kind of have control over everything.
Yeah. This is where it gets pretty interesting, I think, because there are some things the line manager, they don't do.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
In a matrix organization,
yeah.
They're not the ones who are like, yes, this project can start.
No, that's usually decided, by someone higher up in the organization.
Yeah, it's a strategic decision, right, to
Yeah.
even start the project.
Exactly. And usually they don't decide what the project will deliver.
Oh, interesting.
So, for example, what are the features of this product going to be? That's not really their call. That's more the project manager or maybe a product owner.
So then what about the project manager's performance? Does the line manager, do they evaluate that?
Usually not, no. The project manager, they usually report to a project management office or something like that.
Okay.
So the line manager is focused on, the people who are on their team, their functional team.
Yeah.
They want to make sure those folks are performing well, and developing their skills.
Oh, okay.
That's their main thing.
So, the line manager in this matrix setup, they're the ones making sure the project team has the right people.
Mm-hmm.
That's their core thing.
Right. The people with the skills.
Yeah.
And when they're needed, they're like the bridge,
Yeah.
between the functional side of the business and the projects themselves.
Hmm.
So this brings up a really interesting question. We've got the project execution side of things and we've got the functional experts. But how important do you think communication and collaboration are between these two groups?
Oh, that's a really good question.
The project manager and the line manager.
Yeah.
How important is that to make the whole project work?
Something to think about. And, if you want to learn more about these roles and how they fit into project management, you should check out the book we talked about, Project Management for Project Managers by Orlando Casabon.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a great resource for, understanding all these dynamics.
Absolutely.
So, all right. That's it for today's deep dive.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time.